Okay, back to BoardMaker 7 Editor. I want to show you a really cool handful of techniques in editing that you can do and that will help you get through your work a little bit quicker and be able to utilize these wonderful materials. Okay, so on my GoTalk 20 Plus, one of the things that I want to do is to create a master of this universal core idea. And from my master copy, if you will, I can then make duplicates and make my editing tweaks versus having to author or create every time. So I'm actually going to change the name of this page 1 overlay or this first board to the GoTalk 20 Plus Universal Core Master. And you can see all I have to do is click here and I can type that and it'll change that name for me. And then now about the actual board itself, I want to show you how I can add speech. So I have no speech output on where and what, so on my question words. So I highlight with the blue fencing the word where, and I scroll down to advanced, and just past that I have actions. And I'm going to add an action under speech, and I'm just going to have it speak the label. There are a lot of options for different things you can do with speaking. So I'm going to scroll down to that 4th option, speak the label, because that's all it is. It's just a word label. I just want those core words, nothing else, nothing fancy, nothing recorded, not a phrase that's different from the label. Save and close and leave it as it is. Now, I want to show you things like, let's say I want to highlight and change colors of all these action words. Well, I don't really want to do that on my master board because I'm going to create offshoots of this where I'm highlighting other parts of speech. So now I'm going to duplicate this master page because I would like to do that. Okay, so I'm going to click on those 3 dots at the top, upper right, and say duplicate. And when I do that, it's given me this second page right here. But anyway, this one's going to be my, not a copy, it's going to be the actions that I'm going to focus on here. So now I'm on highlighted board 2, and I want to change the cell color of all of these buttons, or the button color. So I am going to hold down my command button and I'm clicking all of my action words. Okay. And I'm going to scroll to background. There it goes. Click on fill, and I'm going to do this light green color. I'm going to say okay to that. And there they are. So I'm going to go back and look at all my pages. So I have my master board, I have my nouns. The cool thing is I also have my speech to this on all of these button cells. So if I were to go into the player for that, let's go, I've highlighted page number 2. Let's go into preview first, because it's going to ask me if I want to save those changes. I'm going to say yes to that.
Like.
Okay. And now you can see I have.
Make. I like. Want. Do.
Great. So I have that speech.
Where.
Okay, but you get the gist. Create your master first if you're going to be building pages. Now, as I've said before, the GoTalk 20 has 5 levels, so I would probably at least make 5 overlays. With my master copy, that would be 6. What I can also do here is I can link these pages so that I can use them digitally online, perhaps if I'm going to do a virtual session. So again, I'm going to highlight that first page. And I may not use this, but it would be nice to have that on there if I want to focus on another page in here. So I'm going to create a button, just a standard button. And when I do that, I'm just going to draw a tiny little box right here. Tiny box. Oop. Yikes, that is very tiny. Let's expand that just a little bit right there. And I'm going to create an arrow. I don't want a label on it, I just want a symbol. So I click on symbol, and I'm just going to type in the word arrow. And I would probably just use this little right arrow here and select that. And this is going to be my symbol or my button that's going to be active, and it will turn pages for me. I'm hopeful anyway. So Now I still have that blue fence on. It's still the button of focus. I'm going to scroll down to the actions again. This time I don't want it to speak. I want it to navigate or go to a page. So I'm going to add an action, and I bet you it's under pages and pop-ups. So I'm just going to have it focus on opening a page, and then I'm going to click on, and look at this. I get the pages that it could open for me. So I'm going to click that second page, and I would just, on the second page then, I would create that button and have it select the third page, and so on. So I'm going to save and close that. And then again, I'm going to preview the page.
Like.
Let's see if that works.
Not.
So I'm on my master. If I click
Like.
this button, it should open up my next page, and it did. That's awesome. The last feature I want to try is this hide show feature. And so again, I'll just start on this first page. Okay, and let's say I only want to highlight the action words here. So what I'm going to do is hide everything else. So I need that blue fencing around everything. And I'm scrolling down to the word state, the section of the button properties called state. And I'm going to hopefully hide those. And I'm going to, actually maybe I'll turn off selectable as well. Great. So, all right. And I don't know how that will work, but let's try it in the player.
Like.
So I saved it. Great. So they're already there, they stay there, but no one is the wiser, right? So sometimes if we just need to focus, we can do that. And when we're ready to reveal more, we can do that as well. And remember, that's under state. And then I turned off the feature that would have any sort of action to it. So that would give the speech or navigation. I turned that feature off, and then I hid those buttons. Yes. Okay, under state. So hidden, and then I turned off selectable. So I just wanted to hide those, and then I did not want anything to happen if somehow the cell was selected in those hidden spaces. Okay, hope this gives you a few more things to think about, and will hopefully make your lives a little bit easier. Have a great day.